On August 18, 1945, India's most fearless freedom fighter allegedly died in a plane crash in Taiwan. No photograph of his body was ever released. No independent autopsy was ever conducted. The ashes kept in Japan were later proven by an official Indian commission to not belong to him. 3 separate government commissions investigated his death over 60 years. 2 said he died in the crash. 1 officially concluded he did not. The Indian government kept files on Subhas Chandra Bose, classified for nearly 70 years. What was there in those files that India was not ready for its own people to see? This is not just a mystery. This is India's biggest cover-up. To understand why this mystery matters so deeply, you first need to understand who Subhas Chandra Bose was. Born in 1897 in Cuttack, Odisha, Bose was not a man who asked politely for freedom. While others negotiated, Bose built an army. He resigned from the prestigious Indian civil service. He was elected president of the Indian National Congress twice and resigned both times because he refused to compromise on complete and immediate independence. He escaped from British house arrest in Calcutta, disguised as a Pathan insurance agent, and made his way through Afghanistan and the Soviet Union to Germany. He met Adolf Hitler personally. He raised the Indian Legion in Europe. He traveled by submarine across 2 oceans to reach Japan. And there he built the Indian National Army, the INA, from Indian prisoners of war who chose to fight for their country's freedom. His battle cry shook a continent. Give me blood and I shall give you freedom. By 1945, the British considered him one of the most dangerous men alive. He was wanted by Allied forces. He had made powerful enemies on every side of the war, and then, suddenly, he was gone. The official story goes like this. On August 18, 1945, just days after Japan announced its surrender, Bose boarded a Japanese military aircraft in Taipei, Taiwan. The plane crashed shortly after takeoff. Bose suffered severe burns. He was taken to a military hospital. He died that same night. His body was cremated in Taipei. His ashes were sent to the Renkoji temple in Tokyo, where they remain to this day. That is the official story. Now here is everything wrong with it. No photograph of his body was ever taken or released to the public. No independent witness from outside the Japanese military confirmed his death. The doctor who treated him changed his account of events multiple times. Chinese historians have now contradicted the official version, claiming that Lieutenant General Shide, the Japanese officer said to have been on Bose's plane, was never on that plane at all. He died in entirely different circumstances. And most critically, the Mukherjee Commission in 2005 officially rejected the crash story entirely and concluded that the ashes in Japan did not belong to Bose. If the ashes are not his, where is he? The Indian government has investigated the death of Netaji 3 separate times. The Shah Nawaz Committee in 1956 supported the plane crash account. The Khosla Commission in 1970 reaffirmed the crash narrative. The Mukherjee Commission in 2005 rejected the crash entirely. 3 official government investigations, 2 different conclusions. When an official government commission concludes that the official story is false, and the government responds by simply ignoring that conclusion, that is not an oversight, that is a choice. In 2024, the Indian government stated in response to an RTI query that Netaji died in the plane crash, reaffirming the official position despite the ongoing controversy. The Mukherjee Commission's conclusion has never been officially accepted. It has never been officially explained away. It simply sits there, an inconvenient truth that nobody in power wants to address. The classified files tell us even more, but that is a story for part 2. And what is inside those files will make you angry. Subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss it. It drops this week.